Bloxburg, and this lady came up to me and asked if I wanted to go with her. I noticed that somebody said let me out in the chat, and I thought it was her, so I decided to follow her. And she led me to a creepy outhouse next to her house. When I went in, I noticed that there was a guy locked up in a cell. I was wondering what was going on, but I obviously knew what was going on, and I figured she was trying to lure me into the cell too. Then she started yelling at us and trying to get us to get into the cell. But we obviously didn't agree with it. Then she said, "Get into the cage," and I said no. And then the next thing I know, she paid me that much money for me to get into the cage. I obviously gave her back the money because I didn't want to get into the cage. Then she told him to get into the cage, and he said, "Okay, friend." And then I said, "A friend doesn't lock them up because, yeah, friends don't lock each other up in cages." Then I said, "You crazy?" And then she said, "Friend," with a smiley face. And obviously, he wasn't doing anything to let himself out. And she thinks that locking people up in cages will make them friends. Then she said they were best friends. And I said, "How much for you to let him out?" Because she obviously wasn't going to let him out unless something happened. But, yeah, I inferred that she wanted money. She said that's not what friends do, and I said friends don't lock them up. Because, obviously, yep, as I said, friends don't lock each other in cages. Then she said for me to get in the cage now, and I said no. And then I started typing to Kim where the house was because it was right next to my house. Then she gave me another $100 to bribe me in, but I was texting Kim, so I did not realize, I think. Then she started trying to get me into the cage, and she kept saying friends, and I said friends don't lie. Because why would she be my friend and lie about me? What? I can't even understand this whole thing. Then I started to check outside to see if Kim was there, but I didn't see her. And she said cage because she just noticed that she was trying to get me into a cage. So that's why she said that. I started to ask if Kim was there or not. And then I was starting to make a angry face at her. And Kim said that she was there, and I called her poop because yeah, she's poop. Not really. Then I checked outside again to see if Kim was here, and I saw her moving around the house in the back. She was right there. And then she started to knock on the door. So when she started knocking on the door, I started knocking on the door because I wanted to get out and she wasn't letting me out. So Kim decided to invite me to a party so I could get out, obviously. So then she invited me to the party, and I said, "Oh well, I'm escaping." And then I finally escaped this crazy psycho girl's house. But in the end, she was super nice, and she was actually trolling, obviously. And she noticed I could escape in a second, like reset it. But she was super nice, so link in the description. Go follow her. She's really nice.
I don't really care if you cry.